Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Developing tonight, this should be one of those days when ASU police find themselves dealing with students moving into dorms and heading back to class. But instead, they're busy with something that no student should ever have to go through.
A couple of different fondling incidents happened today in Tempe, and it is only the first day back on campus. Team 12's Bianca Bono is live in Tempe right now with the facts developing in this story. Bianca.
Well, Mark Caribe, police say both incidents happened in broad daylight between 10 and 10:35 this morning. And like you guys said, making matters worse, right now is when new students are in the process of moving onto campus for the start of a new school year. Now, the first incident was reported at about 10:10 this morning near a parking structure on Rural Road. Then about 20 minutes later, police are notified again, this time at a different parking garage less than a half a mile away on McAllister Avenue. Both students say the man touched them inappropriately. Now, police were not able to find the suspect, but they believe the same man is responsible for both because the students gave similar descriptions. They say the suspect was 30 to 40 years old with long brown hair with buzzed sides and a bald spot on top. He was wearing a gray or green button-down collared shirt. Now, ASU police are using this as a reminder to tell students to report suspicious people or activity immediately. And if anyone has any information about this suspect, you're urged to contact ASU police. For now, we're live in Tempe. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
Bianca, thanks.